Okay guys, getting into all the specifics about the Wet n Wild Photofocus Foundation. I got the color Golden Beige. I hope this is the right color for me. I couldn't pick a color. It was really hard. Like, some of them look too light, too pink. And this actually comes in 20 shades on Wet n Wild's website. I don't think all 20 shades were at Rite Aid from what I saw. This was $5.99 at Rite Aid, but there was actually a $1 off coupon in the display, so I got this for $4.99, so $5. And I also got the concealer. I got it in Warm Ivory. I wanted to get a lighter concealer so I could test out if there was that flashback or not that it claims to not give. And then I also got the powder. I got Warm Light 821E. So this is what the powder looks like. It's in a nice dome. You guys know the mineralized skin finishes come in the same type of packaging, so I thought that was cool. I think that's the look they were kind of trying to go for with this packaging. So yeah, I got the whole system here. We dive into some of the claims that this foundation makes. The whole thing is that it's supposed to be say goodbye to photo flashbacks. You guys know, like a couple years ago, more recently too, there have been some times where celebrities, they'll take a picture on the red carpet and then you'll see it later. Like, I know Nicole Kidman had one, and all you saw was like this white powder on their face. That is the white flashback, and I think a lot of that also comes from SPF. So of course this foundation does not have SPF in it, so it is not going to give you that flashback, but I will definitely test out that claim. So it says it was tested under 7 light conditions with top smartphone models, so I guess people who are popular on Instagram, popular beauty bloggers on Instagram, and they did it under clear skies, outdoors at night, indoors at night, flash, fluorescent light, bathroom light, and a nightclub light. So it says that they took selfies with the powder, foundation, and concealer with an iPhone 6 and or a Samsung Galaxy, and the majority of the participants saw there was no flashback and they thought they looked flawless and perfect. So that's cool. I want to see if I look flawless and perfect with this on. So I am going to see what this foundation is like. And one thing about this, when I first got this, I went to pull it off and it doesn't pull off, it actually twists off, and it has this little spatula doohickey in here. So note that, because I ripped the cap off and I was like, what did I do wrong? So I'm going to do one side of my face with primer and one side of my face without primer, like I usually do in my foundation test videos. Guys, I'm going to be using the Pores No More Dr. Brandt Pore Refiner Primer, and I'm going to use this on the right side of my face. So I'm going to leave the other side bare and see if it makes a difference with or without primer on. Okay, so the prime side, I will use my Beauty Blender, the black one. I love the black one. And then on the bare side, I'm going to be using the flat top, my little faux artiste brush from Amazon. So we'll see which is better. So here's this foundation. It smells very strong. Woo! It is strong. I'm going to put some on the back of my hand like that, and I'm going to just start applying this on the right side of my face. It looks a little yellow toned, so it might not be the best color match for me. I could have got one more shade to mix it with. So on the first layer, it's definitely giving me medium coverage, medium to full coverage. It's a little yellow, a little bit, but we'll make it work. It's honestly not that bad. You're supposed to have some sort of special like ingredient in it to make your face not have that flashback, and also to make you look flawless, which is really cool. It's supposed to be like a breakthrough technology. The right side of my face, I feel pretty covered. I still have some purpley blue marks peeking through on this side of my face, but overall I feel nice and covered. The finish is not dewy, it's not too matte. I'd say it's a natural finish, definitely leaning more towards the matte side. The finish reminds me a little bit of the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation. That's what it's reminding me of right now. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the left side, and I'm going to use my Artiste Dupe brush. I love this brush. And I'm going to put a little more foundation on the back of my hand and just start buffing it in the skin. This foundation, it feels not too thick, The consistency is like medium. The brush is really nice with it too, actually. I like it a lot. I don't mind it. So the brush covered nicely, just as well as the sponge. So I have to say both worked really nicely with the formula of this foundation. I do like the finish because it's not overly dewy really at all. It's not dewy at all. So if you're oily, this foundation will probably look really good on your skin. Definitely medium to full coverage, but not completely full because you could still see a little bit showing through. So I'm going to now use the concealer. So this is the same exact concept as the foundation. It was tested under all those different light conditions, and it's supposed to make you look flawless and eliminate photo flashback. Comes in just a little doe foot wand. So the formula feels a little bit not as thin as the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. It feels a little bit thicker than that. I'm just gonna put this on my nose, forehead. Alright, you guys, and I'm going to blend this out with my beauty blender. So it blends out pretty nicely. I do like the formula of this concealer, and I do feel like it makes my under eyes look pretty flawless, which I do like. And I like that it's not too thin. I hate when a concealer is too thin. It does set pretty quickly, but it's not too bad to blend out. Okay, so I'm going to lightly dust on some of the powder on my face. Not too much because I want to see if I get oily, so I'm just going to lightly tap it in and then go over my T-zone a little bit, like that. But the powder is nice. It's pretty silky. I don't think there's anything too special about it, like to make it different from any other powder I have, like the Maybelline Fit Me powder. It's very similar to that, so I don't know if this is like the greatest thing in the world. This kind of seems average. Also want to mention that I'm gonna set my under eyes because I would do that regularly. So I want to see how that wears. So I'm just gonna do a tiny bit of baking under my eye. Alright guys, so I finished the rest of my makeup and I'm going to wear this combo for the rest of the day, night, and see how it wears. I'm also going to take some pictures with my selfie camera, the Sony one that has a really strong flash on it, and see how the claims wear up if it doesn't give the flash back. So in my next check-in, I will show you guys those pictures. I'll insert them in here so you can see how they turned out. But overall, I really like the foundation. It does remind me a lot, like I said before, of the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation because it does have that matte effect on the skin, which is nice. If you're oily, you're gonna like it a lot. The consistency of it is nice. It blended out nicely. The only thing I didn't like was the smell. It was so strong. So if you like strong smells, you're not gonna like this foundation, so be wary of that. It's definitely medium to full coverage, not completely full, because I'm still seeing stuff show through over here on this side of my face. But overall, I really like it. I don't know if I feel flawless, but I feel pretty good. I like the way that it looks on my skin, definitely. It feels really nice. My skin looks pretty decent. It played well with other products like my blush and my bronzer, my highlighter. So I'm going to wear this and I will check in with you guys later and let you know how it held up. Alright guys, this is my final check-in. I've been wearing this foundation for about 9 hours now. It is currently 12:30 at night. I wanted to do this final check-in to let you guys know a little bit more about my feelings on the Wet n Wild Photofocus foundation. So I definitely think it is good for oily skin girls. I like the way that it settled into my skin throughout the day. I always like to see how my skin like kind of settles into the foundation. I feel like I like that little bit of added dewiness that kind of develops over time. That's why it's kind of nice to start with a more matte foundation rather than like a super glowy foundation. But overall, I really like the way my skin looks. It feels just like a really nice covered look, but it also feels natural. It feels pretty lightweight on my skin. It doesn't feel heavy. I don't feel cakey or anything like that, which I like. The only thing I'm hoping is that I just hope that it doesn't break me out, because sometimes foundations will do that to me. Like I loved the Maybelline Dream Matte foundation in the little pot, but it broke me out, so I try not to wear that anymore. So this one, I really do like this. For $4.99, I'm very impressed with it. Although my shade is not absolutely perfect, I think it's still fine because you can kind of correct it with setting powders and things like that. I also really like the concealer. It didn't really settle into my fine lines. I feel like it's just a really nice, great concealer. It's not too heavy duty, it's not too thick or anything like that. It's not the most full coverage, but I do think it is a pretty decent coverage for under your eyes. I really did enjoy the way that it applied and blended into my skin. Alright, so I'm closer to you guys. You can see what it looks like up close. You can see here I've kind of been like resting on my chin today, so that's why you could see some redness here, and on the sides you could see where it kind of broke down, but it didn't really separate anywhere on my skin, like my nose or anything. Didn't really emphasize my pores, nothing more than out of the ordinary, and I really like it. I'm impressed. I think that it's really nice. I'm not sure how this would be on dry skin. I think it would be fine, probably, but people with oily skin might enjoy it a little bit more. So, yeah. This is a little close-up for you guys, a little up close and personal with the Photofocus Foundation, so you guys can just get an overall idea of what it looks like on my skin type. So I did do photo tests with flash because I wanted to see if it was going to give the flashback, because that's kind of like the whole thing with this, is that it's supposed to not make you look like white cast. So I did a photo on my iPhone 7 Plus and I didn't get any flashback. I'll insert it somewhere over here so you guys can see how that turned out, but it did photograph very nicely. I also took a picture on my selfie camera, which is the Sony A5000, I think it is, and I'll put that also somewhere in here so you guys can see what that looks like. I never really use flash on that camera, so I like wasn't used to it, but it didn't do the reverse raccoon. It didn't give me that white cast under my eyes, so the claim is true. It really did hold up very nicely for flash photography. It also looks really nice without flash on. I did a picture like that as well, kind of by the window. So that came out really nice as well. So overall, it photographs very nicely. So that's it, you guys. That is what I thought about the Wet n Wild Photofocus Foundation, my review and demo. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you have not yet. I would love to see you guys again. And thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to follow me on all my social medias. They will be linked down below and also after this video. And that is it. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!